Hi guys, we're going to do standard deviation and I'm going to show you guys how to do that on your calculator as well. But first, standard deviation, it's a weird concept. It's just basically you take your average of everything. So let's say your average is 5 and then you take all your data points and we're going to take the average of how far those data points are from your average. So if you had 7 and then 8 and 2, you'd figure out, okay, how far are they from the standard deviation or from the mean? And so like what did I say, 5 and 7. So that's 2. And then there's 8, which was 3 points away from your mean. And then over here was 2, which is 3 from the mean, right? So we would take the average of how far all of those data entries are from the mean. Just another way of kind of seeing if data is good data or not. Okay, so we're going to learn how to do this on our calculator. So the first question we have, they're going to be presented in lots of different forms. This is a frequency table, all the different forms that we've been showing you since Algebra 1 or even Math 7, Math 8. So a frequency table, that just means that this is per sales tax by state. So 2 states have 0% sales tax. 1 has 2.9 and so on and so forth, okay? So let's go ahead and get our calculator. Let's get in there. We're talking about statistics, right? So we want to go into the stats button. We're going to go ahead and push edit for entering our data. Now this looks like a table of 2 values, but we are not putting 2 values of lists in here. We're only using this list. We're just going to have it repeat as many times as the frequency says. So for list 1, again, I want to go ahead and clear out my data. Remember, you can go and push clear and then enter. So I have 2 zeros. I have 1, 2.9. I have 4 fours, 2, 3, 4 fours. I have 1, 4.3. I have 2, 5.5s. I have 1, 6.35, and I have 2 7s. This is really low state tax overall. I don't know about you, but we're over that. In Colorado, it's like 8% or something like that. And you guys are in California, so I'm pretty sure it's higher than this. But anyways, that's besides the point. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the mean. So we're going to go stats, over to calc. We are in one variable statistics because we have one list going on. So we're going to go enter. We want the L1 data in there. So we're going to go calculate. Okay, so here's the mean. So the average the tax rate is, so we're going to say the mean or mu. I know those are kind of been interchangeable a lot within this lesson. So the average is 4.196. So most of the time I've been saying to get it to the nearest hundredth. So if that's the case, it's going to be 20%, okay? Because this is talking about a percentage. We also need the standard deviation, and this is talking about population standard deviation. So it's right here. So on average, the data points are 2.16 away from the mean of 4.196. So then our standard deviation, so I'm going to write our standard deviation is 2.116, okay? All right, let's try another one. This one, I'm going to give you a stem leaf plot. Okay, so this one's going to be Olympic medals 1. So again, we're going to go into stats because we're talking about statistics. We're going to edit our list. I'm going to go ahead and clear out that list. You don't have to do that every time. It's just really important that you make sure if there's more data in there than what you're putting in, you erase those entries below there. Otherwise, all your data or results are going to be all messed up. Okay. So stem of 0, leaf of 1. So that just means 4. So we got 4, 5, 5, 6, 8, 8, 9. And then this one I do need this 0 because it's a 1 and a 0. So that's like 10. And then I have 12, 12, 13, 15, 18, 28. oops, not 23, 28, 38. Okay, I'm just going to go through. That was a lot of data, so I'm just going to go through and make sure it looks good, because that would suck if I entered it off by just a value and got the wrong answer. Okay, so that looks good. We want to find the mean and the standard deviation, so we are going to put stat again. We're going to go over to calc. We're talking about one variable statistics, which is what we're doing in this chapter. And we're going to enter. So my average on this guy is 12.73 metals. And my standard deviation is 8.992. Okay, so wow, that's fun. That looks really good. Okay, so that is how you guys do that on your calculator.